Welcome back to Aotearoa Social Club. I'm Thane Kirby. You probably bumped into her on a dance floor at a music festival, witnessed her prowess hosting launch parties around the city. She is Helena McAlpine, everybody.
Is that my introduction?
Yeah. I wrote that earlier this week, you know.
Bumped into me on a dance floor, or maybe picked me up off the dance floor.
Pretty
I
much.
fell over the other night and I'm still sore and bruised.
Oh, wow.
Actually, might have been in your vicinity as well at one point.
I apologise for that.
We've had some good times falling over together over the years, haven't we?
Haven't we over the years? Now, you know, you were a TV presenter. What was that like? How did you first come to New Zealand? Because you're from the UK.
Yes, I am. Got the London accent going on, not as posh as it could be. I met a great boy from the Waikato when I was working at British Telecom. Can you imagine that? Wow. I had a proper grown-up job at one point. Yeah. I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Was he a Maori
No,
boy?
he wasn't a Maori boy. No. He's a nice white boy my mother approved.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But, yeah, I had this grown-up job and it took them 2 years from working there to realise I didn't know what I was doing, so I got fired. And then I was like, oh... might go and see what New Zealand's got to offer. So I married this boy and ended up here, and then, yeah, we're divorced.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a long story. Yeah, it does.
They do. Yes.
It's because he wasn't a Maori boy.
You reckon I would have stayed with him if he was a cheeky darky? Yeah.
Bigger cock.
Sorry. Fill the London gap.
Yeah, fill the London gap. I love that. Anyways, I mean, you know, you've TV, bit of radio, but now I'm just going to hit straight into the touchy subject. The big C. You know, you've got the breast cancer, right?
Oh, I thought you were talking about carnivals. I love midgets.
No.
Small hands smell like cabbage.
Yeah.
No, OK, cancer, yes. Yes, I have cancer, and I've seemingly been sort of doing the big cancer thing for about 4.5 years now, back in 2009. After a pretty big bout of depression, I can remember talking to you about this at one point back then. I sort of came through the other side and went, yeah, life is awesome, I'm going to live forever. You say, what? I got cancer? Oh, my God. Yeah. But, you know, when you come through that sort of depression, you really do feel that you can deal with anything. So cancer for me was just a tangible thing. It was a bit of a lump, actually 2 massive, huge, I'm not kidding, like that sort of size lumps. And they were so big, one of them was actually sticking out the side of my boob. Yeah. I went to the doctors actually because, we were doing that DJ competition.
Right, yeah.
And I couldn't hear anything. I'd burst an eardrum. So I went to the doctors and went, oh, have a look at this. Oh, and while you're here, what do you think of this? And the doctor sort of had a feel, and he was very good looking, very young. And he had a feel, and I was like, no, the other one.
Are you sure you checked it out?
But, you know, doctors are taught not just how to treat people, but they're taught how to be professional. And his face dropped. And I looked at him and thought, oh, this doesn't look good. And he sort of went, oh, hang on a second. Steve! Steve, come in here and have a look at this. So Steve came in and Steve had a bit of a poke and went, Brenda! Mate, come in. I ended up with 4 of them all around me, just poking. And then they said to me, do you have private health insurance? And, you know, when somebody says that to you, that's when you think, Went off for all of the tests and lots of pokey. A few days later, literally 3 weeks after my 31st birthday, I got diagnosed with hormone-dependent, very aggressive breast cancer. Right. 4 weeks after that, I had the mastectomy, where my breast was completely removed, nipple flung off and scooped out, and muscle and skin taken from my back, about that much. Pulled on rounds, an implant put in. What do you think?
Yeah.
Great work.
Classy.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
And then after that, a month later after that, I started chemotherapy, and then on New Year's Day, 2010, I lost my hair.
So, you're dealing now with how long?
Well, because I basically did this, no more, I found another lump earlier on this year, and in January this year, they said that cancer had actually now got into my liver, and I had 3 months to live.
Yeah.
Yes.
Helena, I just want to congratulate you on the ad you made.
Yeah.
Because I reckon it's courageous and really kind of, I thought it was awesome. Did you come up with the idea, and how did you kind of get everyone involved in it? Because I think it's one of the best kind of commercials I've seen in a real long time.
Oh,
and
thank you.
You know, it's encouraging, you know, it's kind of, anyway.
Well, it was... when I found out that I had 3 months to live in January, and you know, I had a little bit more treatment and my ovaries taken out, and now they say, oh, we've got maybe 1 to 3 years, and I still think it's an absolute load of bollocks. I created my bucket list, and on my bucket list was executively produce a #1 hit song and make a difference to New Zealand. Sort of amalgamated into the two. And so, you know, I've been floating around on the D floor for a long time. I've gotten to know a few peeps in the music industry, so I called in those favours. Like, hey, bro, you remember that time when I caught you doing so-and-so? Well, I'm just saying that maybe you should. Come on, boy.
So you're working your way through your bucket list, but tell me what the charity that you're supporting.
Okay, I work very closely with the New Zealand Breast Cancer Foundation, and the whole video, the beautiful message that we want to get out to every single woman in New Zealand can be found at ourwoman.co.nz, and there's a little pink click button. It shares with everybody on your Facebook. It's very viral.
Fantastic.
It's like a nasty cold.
Oh, there you go. Helena McAlpine, give her a round of applause. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Coming up, everybody, we've got Rhea Hall on the programme, and we'll be right back after this break.
7 Kiwi women are diagnosed with breast cancer every day. In 2008, I was one of them, but I didn't catch mine in time. Before I die, I want to get a message out to every woman in the country, reminding them that they are precious and irreplaceable, and making sure they have the information they need to stay healthy. Share this special message with the woman in your life at ourwoman.co.nz.